Welcome to today's video. In this video, I'm going to continue looking at square roots and cube roots. And in today's video, I'm going to look at simplifying square roots that contains square roots or cube roots. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to share with you steps you need to follow when you're simplifying square roots that contains square roots or cube roots. And I'm also going to show you how you can find the square root when you are given a question to simplify that contains square roots or cube roots. So watch this video up to the end. With that being said, let's get started with today's work. So in today's work, we're going to look at simplifying square roots that contains square roots or cube roots. So I'm going to start by sharing with you the steps you need to take when you want to find the square roots of terms that contains square roots or cube roots. So the steps you to follow are: 1. Simplify the square roots or cube roots inside first. So when you're given a question that has got square roots or cube roots inside, you will start by simplifying those square roots and cube roots which are inside the square root. Okay, once you have done that, then the next thing you need to do is, if there are more than one term, simplify them to one term. So if after simplifying the square roots, after dealing with square roots, you find that you come up with 2 or more terms, then you first of all you need to simplify those terms into one term. So you work them into one term. Okay, once you have come up with one term, the next thing you need to do is find the square root of the term you found. Okay, so these are the very important points you need to follow when you're dealing with square roots that contain square roots or cube roots. Okay, with that being said, now let me show you how you can find the square root of square roots that contains square roots or cube roots. Okay, so this is the question we have, which is evaluate the square of 500. Evaluate the square of the cube root of 512 divided by cube root of 8. Okay, so that's why the question we have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this question here. Okay, once I've done that, then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the first step where I'm told to simplify the square roots or cube roots inside first. So I have got cube roots inside the square root, so which means I'm going to deal with those first. So first I'm going to find the cube root of 512. Which number can we multiply by itself 3 times in order to get 512? So the number that we can multiply by itself 3 times to get 512 is 8. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the square root sign first. Then once I've done that, then I'm going to write the cube root, which is the cube root of 512. The number that you can multiply by itself 3 times to get 512 is 8. So I'm going to write 8 there. Okay, then thereafter I'm going to find the cube root of 8. So we asked to find the cube root of 8 there, which is the number that I can multiply by itself 3 times to get 8 is 2. So I'm going to divide 8 divided by 2. Okay, so now I've come up with that. So now I'm sure I'm done with the first step, which is simplifying the square roots or cube roots inside the inside first. So I've done that. So now here I can say I've done the first step. I've come up with the number, so which is 8 divided by 2. Now as you can see, I have come up with 2 terms, which is 8 and 2. So that means I'm going to follow the second step, which is if there are more than one term, simplify them to one term. So I'm going to simplify 8 divided by 2 so that I can come up with one term. So 8 divided by 2 give us 4. So I'm going to write first the square sign, then the square root sign, then after that, then I'm going to to write the quotient, the quotient I'm going to find, which is 8 divided by 2 will give us 4, so I'm going to write 4 there. Now when you look at this number I've gotten, now I've come up with one term. I've just have one 4, so that means I'm talking about this number here, the one I've circled. It's one term, it's only 4 alone, so it's one term. That means I've also successfully done the second step, which is if they are more than one term, simplify them to one term. So I'm done with that. I've come up with one term. Then I'm going to go to the third instruction, which is find the square root of the term you found. So I found 4. Now what is the square root of 4? The square root of 4 is 2, so I'm going to write 2 there as an answer. So evaluating that will give us the answer, which is 2. Evaluating the square root of the square root of the cube root of 512 divided by cube root of 8 will give us the answer, which is 2. Okay, so if you don't know how to find the cube root, please check on our videos. We did that video where we taught you on how to find the cube root. So you can check on our video so that it can also help you to know how to find the cube root. And as well as we looked at how to find the square root, so you can check on the video where we have got a video entitled square root or perfect square. They will also teach you how to find square roots. Cube roots, you can check on the video which is entitled cube roots, as well as perfect cube. They will also teach you how to find cube roots. So basically this is what you do when you are finding or when you are simplifying square roots that contains square roots or cube roots. If you have got questions, you can ask them in the comment section. Otherwise, from me, I'm saying thank you so much for watching. It has been easy learning Z Mathematics. The future is bright. See you in the next video, and God bless you.